Accelerating on the highway in a supercar in a very tropical hurricane storm-like weather while being on your phone is a huge recipe for disaster.
No! No! No!
Jack Doherty learned his lesson the hard way, or did he? Jack Doherty is a psychopath to car culture, not only to the general public, but to car culture. First of all, you don't make jokes like this.
I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
Because a very few small moments later, this is what happened.
You're so scared. Oh! Oh! No! 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 Oh. No, watch out, watch out. Open the door, open the door, open your door.
I'm not sure if you could tell, but that car was accelerating way too fast for the conditions while going through a hurricane. Like, it is pouring down rain and windy, and he decides to accelerate his McLaren through this hurricane with type weather at extremely high rate of speed. And of course, you're gonna hydroplane while doing that. No one ever goes that fast during a hurricane and makes jokes about it as well. And also, the contributor is a cell phone. And you might ask, what was Jack Doherty doing on his cell phone? Well, he was actually streaming on Kick. Yes, he was live streaming this on Kick. And to make things worse, well, actually, good thing that happened. I'm glad he's getting kicked out. Kick actually banned him from live streaming on Kick because of how dangerous this situation was. Next up, I wanted to YouTube ban this kid because he absolutely is a menace to society, a psychopath to car culture and society. Destroyed this perfectly good McLaren that basically is very, very, very expensive, and luckily only his friend got injured. That may be the case, that only his friend got injured and he was lucky to come out of there alive. But here's the problem I see with that. He absolutely did not care about his friends. Jack Doherty does not care about his friends or even his girlfriend or anybody around him. As a matter of fact, as soon as emergency responders came, he started making a big deal of like, ooh, I'm trapped in here, help, help, ooh, help. Like, he couldn't get out on his own. Well, I don't know the situation. Maybe he couldn't get out on his own, but he was sure making a big deal out of it for himself, but not for his friend who was basically injured driving and being in the same car. And also, instead of asking for help from first responders, or rescuers, he decided to hand over his camera to them for them to record. I find that just absolutely dumb.
Help! Help! Break! Oh! Oh! Help! Can you hold this? Bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos, sal.
What about your friend, bro?
Dude.
Jack Doherty is ruining the image for car culture, for car enthusiasts, for car people like you and me who enjoy cars. Now, we may not own supercars, but we're sure to own some nice, fast, and cool-looking cars, even if it's a boring Civic that can smoke a supercar, or a boring Civic in general. Anything modified, the cops are going to think we're always bad drivers. And these people like these are the reason why people hate car guys. Jack Doherty absolutely, and I mean absolutely, did not care about his friend at all. At this point, I would not even be his friend. My personal opinion, I think his friend is being bought out by Jack Doherty's money. Otherwise, his friend would not even stick through with him. Now, if you're Jack Doherty's friend, man, props to you for sticking through to that basically menace to society and a psychopath, because he's gonna kill you someday. And I hope your good intentions, or good friendship with him will actually change his mind and being a better person, because Jack Doherty is just absolutely the worst person I've ever seen. Now, I am almost 27 years old as filming up this video, and I can see in myself why exactly a lot of people, a lot of insurances, a lot of dealerships won't let you drive a sports car, simply for people like this. When you're that young, you cannot make sound good decisions, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And that's why insurance is high for people at that age. Now, Jack Doherty is rich, filthy rich, making content, and for the sake of content, he is willing to risk his friendship and his ties, good ties with family, when his mom actually cares about him. Because I'm gonna link a video in the description below of somebody's reaction to it. His mom actually does care about Jack, and he absolutely does not care about his family, his friends, all in trying to make money and creating content, which is absolutely the dumbest thing you could do. If you're in a wreck, don't take your phone or camera and take it up to the first responders and say, hey, film this as I'm coming out of my car. No, if it's that bad and you can't film it yourself, get out of the car and the video, whatever you were doing, and basically, after everything is settled and done, maybe take a few videos there, make sure everyone's okay. Then you can make a video after aftermath of what happened and talk about what happened. Don't ever do what Jack is doing if you're a content creator. Make sure everyone's okay first, and then worry about your content. And of course, don't film something that you're intentionally trying to do to create content, intentionally trying to make a crash. Now, I'm not saying he intentionally tried to do it, because he did hydroplane and it was in a very bad weather condition, and he was in a supercar McLaren that was able to accelerate pretty fast past traffic. But I do want to say is this: don't do anything intentional. Like, if you crash and you film about it, so what? It wasn't intentional. But he's literally pretty much intentionally filming that something's bad to happen to generate views. That is absolutely not what you want to do. Everyone watch and take a lesson from this. Don't be Jack Doherty. Basically, save your money on insurance by not driving like him. Drive responsibly. Don't be on your phone like him. It's just completely terrible how he's actually going about it. He's intentionally trying to make something bad happen, and he may kill his family and friends in the process. Don't ever put anybody in a situation like that. Jack Doherty is one of the most popular YouTubers that everyone hates, and I don't even know why everyone subscribed to him. Maybe just to see what dumb stuff he comes up with. But I personally hope to see him banned from all social media platforms for good, because his acts are actually very dangerous, and kids should not be watching him. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 Turn This particular package, driving attempt on the 6 Series.